Welcome back to Hennessy Fishing and Outdoors. Today we're going to replace a Livewell pump cartridge on a Ranger RT188. So I got the Rule Tournament Series 800 gallons per hour cartridge. So let's show you how to get that swapped out quick and easy. All right, the first thing, I like to always air out my fuel tank compartment where your batteries are, so let it air out a little bit. Get a fan going on because there's fumes in there, so you want to be safe and get those aired out, especially if you're going to be using heat gun or torch to do your wiring. The second thing I like to do when replacing a cartridge is I like to add on quick connects just to make it a lot easier to swap out those cartridges on the fly, especially if you're out on the water and something happens. Don't have to worry about splicing any wires or connecting any wires. You have this pre-rigged up and you just plug and play. So I got those all rocked up, ready to go. All right, the next thing you got to do is take out all your batteries, your trolling motor batteries and your house battery, the trays, and under those is going to be a metal plate covering your pumps and your hoses. So you got to take those out. As you can see, I took those out already. I hooked the house battery back up so I could trim the motor down to keep the hatch open, but there's your Rule pump right there. So we're going to get that taken out real easy. Okay, so this 403 series, one good thing about the housing is it has a rotating base where you can pop this, and this rotates to easily get it out. And then you can see, if I rotate it here, your button right here to get the cartridge out. You push that in, turn it, and to pop it out. So hopefully I have enough room to get that out without push this button in and turn, because there's not a lot of room here. I mean, this thing's snugged up in here. Push that button in, turn, pop it off. Hopefully we could twist this to get it off, to get it out. Okay, here we got it. Okay. All right, there's our old pump, our old housing. We got our old wires, so I can just pop those off. Pop that off easily. And there's your pump out. Old pump's out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our new pump down in here. I got some pre-cut heat shrink. Slide on there. Heat shrink on here. Feed that heat shrink on. gonna make our new connections. Obviously black to black, red or brown to brown, whatever you want to call that. We quickly got our pump hooked back up, and we should be able to turn it on, see if it works. You can see our pump's spinning, so we're good there. And then we just gotta put it back in the housing. Get it lined up where the right way. There should be an arrow on this, but I can't see it. Actually, we're going to take this hose off right here to get out of our way. Okay. There's the arrow right there, so it's hard to see. Right there. So you got to line that arrow up with the arrow on the housing and turn it. So we got right here. Okay, we got it back on there. Put our elbow back on. Tighten that hose back down. Okay, got that. Position our base where we want it. Right there. Clip that back down, and we're good to go. All right, so what we're gonna do next is pull the boat out, fill the live well up with the hose, test the pump, make sure nothing's leaking, and then we'll put her all back, tidy up some wires, and zip tie some stuff up, and then put it all back together. So let's fill her up and see if we got any leaks before we seal her up. All right, we got the recirc going. So the pump's working, we got the recirc going. Let me shut this hose off, and then we'll jump in the boat and check for any leaks. And if there's no leaks, we are good to go. All right, we jumped in the boat here. Let's see. Check to make sure we don't see any water leaking anywhere. Any of our hoses out of our pump. Looks bone dry down there. Looks bone dry. That's how easy it is to swap out a Livewell pump cartridge. So we're just gonna tidy up some wiring, heat shrink those wires, put the plate back in, put all the batteries, and she's ready to hit the water again. Appreciate you checking out the video. Like, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Hennessy Fishing Outdoors.